First of all, can we just start with your initial reaction to the news of what's happening in Venezuela?
Right. So our initial reaction was disbelief. Like we couldn't believe it. Some of us thought it was AI, but then when you start seeing all the videos everywhere, people sharing the information, it was a moment of joy for us. I mean, you have to remember we have been struggling to find freedom for 26 years. This is a group of socialists that came into power using democratic system, and then once they didn't have the votes anymore, they resorted to bullets and to imprison people, uh, murder people, and disappear all opposition leaders. So for us, seeing those images is complete joy. Yeah, we do. I mean, it's people were scared, honestly. I mean, you're not used to Venezuela. It's not used to these type of scenarios, bombs, helicopters, but they were all military objectives, no civilian casualties. That's the first reaction, a bit of, you know, you're a bit afraid. But at the same time, what you see in social media, what you get from everyone is happiness. Like we are so happy. We have like hope. I think that's the correct word. Hope to find our freedom. It is. Venezuela was one of the most prosperous countries in the region and in the world. Back in 1999, before these people came into power, we were one of the top economies in the region. We have so many natural resources, and then slowly they started to take over all the institutions, to expropriate private businesses, and all the economy went downhill. So we were used to working with the United States. So you're working with a country that respects contracts. And when you look at the image, you pass from working with the free countries of the world to working with Iran, Iraq, Cuba, all the worst dictators in the world are now your allies. And then what is the result? 94% of poverty, 77% of extreme poverty. We are not used to that. So we have hope, and it's just a first step. We know the war is not won, but it's an amazing step that President Trump has done for us, laying the way for us to try and find our freedom. Well, right. So one thing we need to consider is that we passed from having an average salary of $1,400 a month US to $3 per month. That's the minimum wage. People are struggling. I really don't know how they make it, but they make it, right? They find a way, but everyone has lost 20 kilos of weight. Everyone is struggling to meet ends, the end of the month. Most of us, all of us, I think, we send money to our relatives. So I suppose, I mean, that's one of the reasons why they support themselves. So you are in a place of despair, not only by hunger, but also you are afraid that you cannot express anything in social media. You cannot say anything. There is a recent case of a lady. She's like, what, 43 years old? She just sent a WhatsApp message, and complaining about the regime, and she got 30 years of jail. This is the top sentence in Venezuela, right? So if you go and kill people, well, you get 30 years. She got it for a message in WhatsApp. So you can imagine the physical, the mental stress that they are subject to. Right. So, yeah, that's a good question. In 1999, the production, I worked actually in oil and gas. I worked for an American company called Baker Hughes, and we produce 3.2 to 3.5 million barrels per day in Venezuela. Right now, today, we produce 600,000. Okay. So you can imagine that with the investment of the Americans in the U.S., we will increase our income by almost 6 times, 10 times, right? So that immediately will be an improvement. All the natural resources, because we not only have oil, we also have gold, bauxita, iron, coltan. We have so many minerals, and it's all being exploited by all these regimes, and it's not even accounted in the for the income of the government, right? So if you put an order to all of that, the Venezuelan economy can grow in the first years not even impressive numbers like 7%, 6%. We can grow in the first 2 years 10, 15%. We need safety though, because you have Hezbollah operating there. You have ELN, so this is our guerrillas from Lebanon, from Colombia. We have a bunch of guerrillas operating there, so you cannot really do anything. You need safety first. Then you need to clear the institutions because they have taken over everything: Congress, justice system, everything, the military. So when we manage to clear off that and have our freedom back, the people can go outside and work and sell their things and go at night and not be afraid of being kidnapped or killed or robbed. I feel Venezuela is going to be back to the place where it belongs.
And this is my final question, so we keep talking for such a long time. But what would be your message to Australia or the everyday Australian, someone like myself or someone just in the community who feels for this and wants to do something?
Right. I think what we have learned in Venezuela is freedom is something of infinite value and you just realize when you lose it. But when you have it, you tend not to appreciate it as much. So what I would say is to people, always fight for your freedom and don't let anyone take it, because it hurts a lot and it takes a lot of tears and hard work and to recover.
Well said, Victor. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for standing up.
3, 2, 1.